I am Provost and Acting Chancellor at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and a relative newcomer to this community. I've been in Greensboro for just under a year, coming from Texas. This is a very special community. I was attracted here by the sense of community that exists and the potential for that to grow in the future. This event today is a perfect example of what is special about Greensboro and the potential that lies ahead. It's my privilege to play a role in welcoming you to this event and speaking briefly about its importance, because this event, I believe, is a community-changing event. I've come to understand through the patient counsel of Bob Weinberg, one of the organizers, that this is not a conference. This is a summit. For any of you who were not as well educated as I, let me explain to you the difference. Bob has been patiently explaining this to me for months and months and months. Okay, those of you who know Bob, perhaps not so patiently, but at the very least, his guidance has been effective. What I have learned about the difference between a conference and a summit is that a conference is where one goes to hear experts share their wisdom. Certainly something that's very valuable to us, and most of us have attended many conferences. But a summit is something special. A summit is something different. A summit brings together partners to share information, to learn, and to develop solutions. In this case, solutions to one of the most pressing social problems facing our community today, behavioral health issues. I am a sociologist in addition to being a university administrator, and I consider behavioral health issues not as individual problems, but as social problems, as their origin is most often the result of the complex intertwining of personal and public issues. It's precisely this reason that this summit is the perfect approach, because we're bringing together academicians and students from a wide range of disciplines, mental health professionals and practitioners, and clergy and other members of the faith-based community to develop from a variety of perspectives the policies, the procedures, the prevention strategies, and most important, the support frameworks necessary for our community to provide for the wellness of its members. The multidimensional nature of behavioral health problems calls for a holistic approach. Clearly, the medical system is not sufficiently equipped to address the vast need. Partners from the faith community have a very important role to play, and perhaps they are best situated to bring these issues out of the dark and into the light. On my campus, behavioral health issues are a serious challenge. My campus is not unique. This is a national phenomenon. Student affairs and campus health professionals are very concerned about what has reached, in many's view, a crisis stage, in that we are not sufficiently well equipped to address the needs of our students today. So our campuses join you as members of the community to go forward and explore this critically important issue. Last evening, as I was anticipating this event and reflecting on my brief welcome remarks, I thought about a past student from my prior institution in Texas whose life was severely impacted by her own and her family members' mental health challenges. She was one of the brightest students I've ever encountered, a student with incredible potential, also a student very committed to social justice issues, a student with so much to contribute. Valerie consistently struggled with PTSD and suicidal thoughts. Valerie was a young veteran, an Iraq veteran, and she thought she had a safety net, but that safety net disintegrated before her. She lacked a family support structure, she was not well integrated into a faith community, and she certainly lacked the adequate resources for quality medical care. Her challenges caused her to drop out of the university. I stayed in touch with Valerie. I have lost touch with Valerie since my move to North Carolina. I did what little I could as a non-mental health professional without specific expertise to try to connect her to a fabric of support. I think about Valerie often. I lament what I consider to be the great loss of her talent. I worry about where Valerie is today, and I worry if her struggles continue. For the many hundreds, if not thousands, of Valeries in our community, I'm delighted that you've come together here today. Our community needs you. In collaboration, you may create the safety nets that ensure that Greensboro is a community of wellness. I'd like to thank you all for what you do and how you are coming together here today at this important summit. Thanks also to the many of you who worked to organize this event.